Good morning, YouTubers. Well, rolling down the road, as you can probably tell. I like having things that the whole things for you. Just makes life so much easier. Anyway, little car on the back here. Well, car, crossover, SUV, whatever you guys want to call it. It, oops, not too good, eh? It stopped running for them. Just kind of went. So, we're taking it to their shop of their choice. See what happens. It is officially December the, before I say it, 15th still. And, well, it's just life. Another day, another dollar. Get paid to be broke. You guys that work hard, in factories and that, blue-collar workers, you know what I'm talking about. Break our backs, work our butts off, and do what the bosses tell us, and still don't have much to show for it. I know I'm preaching to the choir. But hey, it's the facts of life. We go out, we break our backs, we do what the bosses want. Try to move this a little bit so you guys can see me better. And we still have nothing to show for it. Ever. And you guys out there that think that driving a tow truck is glorious and we make lots of money, most of us don't. We might make enough just to say we get by. Like, I got my paycheck today, I caught up on my rent, so they really don't have a reason to have us, move. They're getting sick of it. Threw some money to Hydro to quiet them down. I paid my cellular phone. Just so you guys know, I don't upload the video while I'm driving. I do that off the computer at home. I just transfer it off my phone. So, I'm not using my data on my phone, but like, sometimes out here, especially when you gotta call members, better known as your customer, it gets expensive. What can I tell you? It's not cheap. Technically, if you can text them, it's a lot better. But a lot of the time, texting them, that just tells them, not much. They're not going to give you much. And I really don't like being on the phone. It sucks to be me. I don't know how many times I've asked somebody else to help out with making a phone call for me. Since I am driving, it's a $500 fine if I'm caught using a handheld device while I'm driving. What can I say? I keep getting it. Did you call it? What was the point of me getting a hold of you? I thought that was part of your job. But evidently, I guess I'm wrong. Things changed. And not for the better. I don't know what, people, it's... rules are changing and things are costing more money, and a lot of the time you really don't have a lot of people out there helping you. The ones that say they are don't count on it. They're helping themselves. And if you get in the way of them helping themselves, you're not going to be around long. So usually it's the idea is to do what you got to do, get the job done. Don't get in trouble doing it. And I'm trying my hardest to try to make ends meet and get ahead. And I'm not succeeding too well. Maybe, kind of get close to breaking even, but I gotta be honest. After catching up my rent, getting a cell phone so I can still call customers / members, that kind of thing. I had enough money left over to buy a pizza. And I don't mean like for Pizza Hut kind of thing. I mean, go to the grocery store, buy a pizza that you gotta eat. That's what I'm gonna have for a while. I'm not buying luxury stuff, I'm just trying to survive. Not much I can do. But you guys work hard, you know, you understand that sometimes you have to sacrifice a lot before you can get ahead. The people out there that think, oh yeah, it's easy money, easy money. No, it's not. We're out here working our butts off. And nothing against management, because I cannot see it. You know, I'm not able to see what they're doing every day. But it doesn't look like they're really doing much from where I sit. I'm not saying they're not. It's just where I sit. It doesn't look like they're doing much. Especially when one hand doesn't know what the other hand's doing. It usually causes problems. So, you know, it is what it is. Some of you guys know what I'm talking about. You know, you're sitting there working your butt off and you find out your boss is out playing golf. Well, that's not very constructive. But it's his company, right? What do you say? You can't say nothing. If you do say something, you could be fired. We're just rolling down the road, doing what we gotta do. And all you people out there that, you know, oh, CAS is bad, CAS is evil. Okay, I get it. I know, they're evil, they're bad, they destroy good families. Well, it's we the people that gave them the power to do that. But I don't see us the people standing up against it. Right? Because the biggest people that are all for CAS are the people that don't have kids, that don't have a real actual family, right? If you're not trying to be mean saying you don't have a family, that you don't have, you know, mom or dad or something. I'm saying you do not, in all aspects, have your own kids. Most of you. Some of you do, but most of you don't. So how you can sit there and, oh, CAS is all good. You never been in anybody's shoes that had to deal with these people. Like, I'm not being mean, but that's just the way it is. We, for the most part, we do it to ourselves. Oh, should be. Getting tired from being awake for so long.
In 600 meters, turn right onto Coal Line.
But, you know, what do, right? You go to the court system with them and you try to win. And if you don't win, well,
turn right onto Coal Line, then turn left onto Somerville Line.
There's not much you can do.
Turn left onto Somerville Line. Continue on Somerville Line for 1.5 kilometers.
There was a Jeep behind me, it disappeared. Oh, maybe it wasn't a Jeep. Whatever. Anyway, we do what we gotta do, and we pray for the best. Well, sometimes things don't work out. Yeah, I know, I just picked my nose, big deal. Problem with it? Suck it up. But I'm not going to sit here and say that, oh, my life's horrible and nobody's ever been there.
600 meters, turn right onto Potters Road.
Because my dad did what he had to do when I was growing up, or what he thought was right. And, yeah, it pretty much caused issues in my life.
Turn right onto Potters Road, County Road 37.
He did his thing, and What about his life? And well, now today it still messes with my life. Oh well, not much I can do. Try to prove him wrong, that's about it. Not always does that work. But you know, he showed his true colors. He sat there, he lied to me. Oh, I'm gonna go where there's less snow. I'm sorry, but New Brunswick, that area, you know, PDI, that kind of area. There's not less snow there. You're closer to the water, so you get more snow coming off the water. It's just common sense. I operated in Burlington. The snow that comes off the side of the Ontario Lake. Oh wow! I was busy for months trying to keep up with the calls. You know, what can I say? He lied to me. Well, he's done that for years. You know, he showed his favoritism to one of his two kids, right? Which where he happens to be. He does not want that really have anything to do with me or my kids. He proved that to me a while ago. Especially when he gave people attitude because his granddaughter wanted to talk to him. I remember being dragged around all over the place. Well, you need to meet this aunt and this uncle before they pass away. How come? Like, seriously. They didn't really need to meet me. Why should I need to meet them? Such is life, right? I have a stepmom. Real nice lady. She's no biological to me at all. In reality, my dad really doesn't know her. That is such is life. You know, if I really need to have somebody to talk to, I know she's there to listen. That's about all she can do. Real nice lady, though. She's had her problems in life, and she did a real good job of raising her kids. Best she could. You know, most people look down on her for her job she did a while back. I look up to her for that. Because it takes somebody special to be doing that to help keep the family, keep the family alive. And, you know, you can look down at people for that all you want. I think it takes a talent to be able to do it, make a profit doing it. Not saying she always made good choices. She made a couple bad choices here and there throughout her life. I know she did. I don't have to highlight them. I grew up a good chunk of my life around, and wish they could, took me into their home and raised me as their own and try to keep me on the right track. I appreciate that from them. You know, they've found a time in their life where technically they need people around that don't mind being around them from time to time, and at the same time they kind of need their own space to try to enjoy their life, because life's not being that great to them. And then there's the big koala bear, 6'4" brick shithouse. Well, you just stay in his good books, it's always good. He can give you a shirt off his back if it'll help you, but don't dare steal from him. Don't matter if it's a 2-cent washer. What can I say? Never stole from that man in my life. Never thought about it. Never had to. Or somebody in my immediate family has done it and is not welcome around there or welcome around a lot of other people's places. That was their decision. There's been a lot of years where he could have fixed that problem and chose not to. I'm not looking down on him because he chose not to, but at the same time, had all this time. You owe the man money. Pay your debt. Don't go out and buy new vehicles because you want to. Pay your debt, and then you'll look at something. It's my logic. My debts are paid. I technically don't owe anybody anything. When shit hit the fan, when I was in the mess, I was right there, wearing it with everybody else. And to tell you the truth, guys and girls, I keep get hit by that shit that goes through the fan. The example, this truck I'm driving right now. This arm part right here, don't look that good in the camera, but I'll tell you right now, that is bent back towards the back seat. It's broke. Just got the truck back from the transmission shop. The guy did what he could. You know, I tried to, make him, do what you can, try to keep it as cheap as you can. It has to get a filter done, has to get fresh fluid, find out what this noise is, find out why this isn't working right. Well, he did what he could, kept it cheap. Now, mind you, myself, I really didn't like the repair bill. But it is what it is. You're not gonna get good quality work at backyard mechanics prices. Stuff doesn't work. I'm not saying you guys out there that are watching this, that are backyard mechanics per se, or they're part-time mechanics, or I don't know how to say it without putting you down. Some of you guys are really good, and you're good at what you do. Some of you aren't licensed. That's what I'm getting at, right? Nothing against your work. Some people out there are not that mechanically inclined, and they try to be, and it costs more money than it's worth. So please understand, I'm not putting any of you down because of your workmanship. Some of you out there shouldn't be touching wrenches. So, peace out to the guys, that are out there, they're doing what they do. One of them I've met personally. He's an upstanding gentleman. He's a good person to be around. As you can tell in his YouTube videos, Redneck Rickham. He's an awesome guy. I've watched myself. I watch his videos when I get the chance. I've met him in person. I did a tow call for his son. I have no problem with the gentleman. You look in his videos, he does really good work. They've had some issues where, there's been things that happened that never should have happened. Some people should really get their heads checked. Like stealing muffin there, like that was just kind of, that was downright ignorant, people. And if you're watching this, that's just downright ignorant. You know who you are. But I've met him. I've met Redneck Rickham. I've actually seen British bloke. They were over at a gas station talking to this young lady who locked her keys in her car, and I showed up and flip, unlocked her car for her. No big deal. I don't think Redneck Rickham recognized me, which is okay. They're busy. I understand. Nothing against the board.
In 400 meters, turn left onto Simcoe Street.
I pay attention to his videos just because sometimes he'll do something I didn't know. and you learn. Hey, what can I say? You know, I watch his videos. I actually started watching his videos
Turn
after I
left
got
onto
watching Dave's
Simcoe
farm.
Street, County Road 51.
So, you know, anybody's got hard feelings against Dave. I've never met him in person, so I'm not about to sit here and put him down, because I'd rather solid. Meet the guy, find out exactly what he's like before you go putting him down. Like, any of the people have been out at the farm, I can understand your issues. You've been there. However, those are your issues. They're not mine. So please forgive me if that causes you problems.
In 400 meters, your destination will be on the left.
I do what I do. And I rather judge people because I've been around them and I know them. Not because somebody's told me something. You know, this looks like a Chrysler dealership to me, but it at the same time doesn't. I know why it doesn't, because it's a big, huge property. That's why. When you look over in the parking lot here lower down where they got the new stuff stashed.
Your destination is on the left.
See? But as I'm saying, you know, life sucks, people. And if you don't know life sucks, you're not living life yet. Once you start living life and realizing that, you know, somebody's not out there to take care of you, that you got to take care of you, it's okay to help people. Just be careful. You know, I'm not going to put that down on anybody because I'm one of the worst ones for it. I'll try to help somebody, and at the same time I'll help to the point where it's going to cost me more to help them. There's a drop box right by here. Sweet. It's going to cost me more to help them than it would have been to ignore them. Now, I'm not saying, you know, I'm not getting something out of it, because I got a friend here in Woodstock that down on his luck a little bit. Needed a few bucks, and, well, he had something I could use. So I become the proud owner of a fifth wheel trailer, which to me, sweet. Unfortunately, that means I gotta get a fifth wheel hitch for this truck, or a truck with a fifth wheel hitch. Such is life. Well, at the same time, I helped them out. Well, I put myself in the hole a little bit. Not by much, but just a little bit. I kind of got myself out of that hole, getting things caught up. But at the same time, I was doing the court thing, and well, things didn't work out. So technically, getting the fifth wheel trailer works to my benefit, because now when stuff gets really bad, I have a place I can go and sleep and rest and that. And it puts me near a couple of trucks so that I can keep doing my job and helping the company that I work for. And I hate to tell you this, no company is the greatest company out there. I've heard it from everybody. Oh, this company's great. Well, how come you left them? If the company's so great, why did you leave? That's bottom line. Why did you leave? Because the company's not that great. There's something wrong in there. There's always going to be something wrong. The problem is can you deal with it? I try to deal with it on a daily basis. With the company I work for, there's issues here and there that got to get fixed at some point. If they do, hey, right on. If they don't, there's not much I can do. I can't force people to fix the problems. But, you know, it is what it is. However, I've technically, in all honest aspects, known this company since 1995. I've technically, if you use my oldest daughter's birthday, which is a pretty close reference. I've been working for this company for about 8 years. Roughly. Things really haven't changed. But it is what it is. So, you know, I did the court thing, and yeah, the courts are right. In CAS's eyes, the house was not clean. So that's the way they looked at it. Well, there's clean, and then there's clean to the point where, are you actually living in the house? Do your kids actually play in the house? That's my point. You know, if there's dishes in the sink, it means we feed our kids, right? That's logic. The floors are a little dirty. That means the kids have been playing, you know, outside and inside. Come on, when I was younger, I used to walk through the house with my shoes on all the time. I used to get in trouble for it. Mom was always cleaning up after my butt. She's technically, even when I was in my teens, was still cleaning up after me. Even when I wasn't home much. But that's another story. That's life. It's facts of life. My kids are doing it. I expect it. If you have kids, they're probably doing it too. Your house is not going to be spotless. But I'm going to tell you this. You want to keep CAS out of your home, out of your life? Don't let them in the first place. Keep them away. You keep them away. Tell them to bugger off. Go away. I'm going to have you charged for harassment. Whatever. Keep them out of your life. Because you can keep them out of your life right off the get-go. You don't have to worry about the court thing as much. And life goes on. And your life is technically, I'm going to say, if your kids are home living with you, even if they're not the greatest kids, they cause problems in your life, your still life is a lot better. I'm the richest man out here. Why? Because I have 5 children. I have 4 baby girls and a son. My son resides in Guelph, and my baby girls reside in Ingersoll. I'm the richest man out there. If they want to see me, they will make it a point of being able to see me. If they don't ever want to see me again, I'm not going to hold it against them. But I don't see that happening. Considering every time they have been around me, it's Daddy. So, and I'm not the greatest person out there. I'm an asshole. Unadulterated, I am a friggin' asshole. But I'm useful. Think about it. Your asshole useful? You take a shit, right? It's useful. Means I'm useful. But I gotta unload this car, people. Finish my call up here. And I hope you guys all have a great day. And a better day tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed the video. I know I do a lot of bitching and complaining. You know, you want to know something, put comments in, talk. You know. I'm not going to hold it against you for something negative. Just try to keep it clean because my kids will at some point be watching these videos. So that's all I ask. Is you just try to keep it clean. And understand there's like 8-year-olds watching these videos and that on YouTube. So catch you on the flip side. If I don't see you around, I'll see you square. We're out of here.